Hello, everybody. Mistake number one. I forgot to put the sticker on my head before we started the video. Guess what? My sticker is PEMDAS, Order of Operations. You bet. We are working with it again today. Something we've had in the past, but it's coming into light again. And I have with me my trusty friend here. Say hi, Benny.
Hi, everybody.
Say hi. Say hi. Yay.
I love math.
All right, go back to your nap in my lap. All right, let's go ahead and get going here. Share screen so you can see what's going on. Pause. I don't want it paused. Here we go. There it is. All right. So let's get this going here. Get this video going. A couple of things. Again, like usual, watch for mistakes. Watch for Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is in there. Not hidden as much as it was yesterday, but let's see if you see it. So find Mickey Mouse, count how many mistakes I make, and keep track of those. All right. And then in your journal again, tell me what the sticker is on my forehead right there. Right. And in your journal, you can put down how many mistakes I had. Right. And then at the end, I'll have the QR code. Again, you'll scan that, put your answers in to see who's correctamundo. All right. Here we go. Let's start. Okay. Oh, you know what? Sorry. Mistake number one. This is day two, not day one. All right. I better write that down. Jotted it down. Here we go. All right. So this you've done before, right? We were working with the candy yesterday, and we're trying to bring the apples together, bring the Smarties together so that it's all balanced out, right? We were working on that. And that's what we were doing yesterday, correct? You bring the 6x over, the 39 over to the left, or however you want to do it. You could bring the 12 over to the right, and then the minus 3x over to the 6x. It doesn't matter which order you go. You just try to balance it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and start today's lesson. Okay, you've seen this before. This actually isn't anything new. What would be the first thing we do? PEMDAS, order of operations. That means I need to distribute this 4 to everything inside. 4 times 3 is 12x. 4 times 6 is 24 equals 120. I don't do anything with the 120, right? Just the left side gets the 4 because it's attached to those parentheses. Subtract 24. Subtract 24. I get 96 equals 12x. The 24 and the negative 24 cancel each other out, right? All right, divide by 12, divide by 12. So x is 8. What can I do with that 8? I can take it, plug it in, and make sure that it works, right? All right, let's go on to the next question. Oh, sorry, Ben, I didn't mean to get in your way as you try to fall asleep on my lap. Here we go. Now, some people are going to look at this and go, whoa, there's a lot going on here. Take it in steps, you guys. That's the best thing for today's lesson is just take it in steps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this 4 times 3x. I got to distribute, right? So I get 12x. 4 times a negative 2 is a minus 8. That negative goes with the 2. If you want, just shing it so you can see that. Then I got to put my equals in. I got to take the 8 and distribute it. So I get 16x. And then 8 times 3 is a plus 24. All right. Now we're back to where we were yesterday. I just had to distribute first. Do it in parts. All right. What do you want to bring over first? Somebody tell me. Yell it out. What do you want to do first? The regular numbers? Sounds like a plan. All right. Then I'm going to add the 8 to both sides. So I'm left with 12x on the left, 16x plus 32. Now I got to get the 16x over, right? So I'm going to subtract 16x. Boom. This leaves me with negative 4x's, all right? I have 16 bad guys, 12 good guys. I have an extra 4 bad guys equals 32. Divide by negative 4, divide by negative 4. 32 divided by 4 is 8. I go to plug this in. Boom, check. Wait, it doesn't work. I made a mistake. What did I forget? Does anybody figure out what my mistake was? You are correct. I forgot to bring down this negative, right? That has to come down with it. Positive 32 divided by a -4 is a -8. So my answer is actually x is -8. Okay, let's just real quick again. What did that tell us? Yay, we didn't do the math, or we can move things around. But what did this actual answer tell us? It tells us if I take this 8 and plug it in, what it does, remember, is it balances my scale, makes it balanced on both sides, right? All right, let's go to the next example. Okay, same thing. What do we got to do first? You got it, PEMDAS. All right, I'm going to distribute this 2. So I'm going to leave the 6 because it's not, nothing's going to happen with it at this point. 2 times 3 is 6x. The 2 times -2, if you want, shing that. So you see it's a plus a -4 equals 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times x is 4x. Okay, so now what do we do? Here's the thing. See how this 6 and this -4 are on the same side of the equal sign? What you need to do is combine those. Yep, let's go ahead and add those. What's 6 plus a -4? That should give me 2. I didn't do anything with the 6x, so I'm going to leave that, right? I just combined these two. I didn't have to do anything on the right side because those are separated with a variable and without a variable, right? 2 different types of candy, if you want to think of it that way. All right, then what do you want to do? Bring the 2 over? All right, then I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. Boom, that cancels that out, leaves me with just the 6x on the left. 4 minus 2 is 2, plus 4x. This just comes down with it, right? I need to bring this 4x to the right, so I'm going to subtract it. Subtract 4x. See how that gives me 0 on the right side? What's 6x minus 4x? 6 minus 4 is a positive 2. And then don't forget the x, right? Divide both sides by 2. Yay! X is 1. Plug it in. What do you find out? That I'm, oops, into that x, that I'm correct. Yay! Celebration, raise the roof. Way to go. All right, let's move on to the next one. Whoa, what's happening here? This is a lot going on. Okay, deep breath. Let's take it in parts, people. What are we going to start with? PEMDAS. All right, here we go. I'm going to leave this minus 11. Nothing's happening with that. Plus, this 10 gets distributed, gives me 10x. It also gets distributed to the 10, so that's going to give me 100, right? 10 times 10 is 100. On the right side, nothing happens with the 4 yet. I'm going to shing this -5 so I see it. I'm going to distribute that -5 through, so it gives me a -10x. And then I have to distribute the -5 to the 11, so plus a -55. All right. Before we go too far, on the left side, I've got 2 regular numbers. Let's combine those. 10x nothing happens with that. -11 plus 100 is a plus 89, right? 100 minus 11 is 89. On the right side, I also have a 4 and a regular -55 with no variable on it. Well, when I combine those, the minus 10x, nothing changes. -55 plus 4 gives me a -51. All right, what do you want to do first? That -10x bothers me, so I'm going to add this 10x. I'm going to bring this over. Whatever you do to one side, do to the other. That cancels, leaves me with 20x plus 89 equals -51. What do I do next? Let's get the numbers together. I gotta bring the 89 over. I'm going to bring the 89 to the right, so subtract 89. Boom, those cancel. Yay! 20x equals Negative 51 plus a negative 89. That gives me what, a negative 150? 89 plus 1 is 90 plus 50. Oh, no, mistake. Bing, bing, bing. It's a negative 140. All right, jot that down. Divide both sides by 20. X is equal to negative 70. I go to plug that in. Wait a minute. That didn't work. Okay, so then what do I have to do? Go back and check my math. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Here we go. This 0 and this 0 cancel each other out, right? What's negative 14 divided by 2? Negative 7. Not negative 70, which is what I originally had. Mistake number 3. Oh, oops. There's another mistake. All right, I guess I'm getting you caught up. All right, here we go. Next question. Oh, last question. You ready? It's going to be a doozy. Boom. Ah, everybody scream at once. Ick, ick. Ah, why? Because it's got a fraction. All right. Relax. Guess what we're going to do? PEMDAS. All right, watch what happens. Take a step back. Just do what we know we got to do first, right? I'm going to take this 3/4 and I'm going to multiply it by the 8x. Right? Boom. I also need to multiply the 3/4 by the 4 times 4. Don't forget the -5 to bring that down. Equals, nothing happens on the right yet. I'll just leave that, right? Okay, so when they go to multiply, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to throw the 8x over 1, and you multiply straight across. This gives me 24x over 4 times 1, so 4, plus, I'm going to throw the 4 over 1. Multiply straight across. 3 times 4 is 12, divided by 4 times 1, which is 4. Bring the -5 and the 1 plus 4x down. What is 24 divided by 4? You are correct. It is 6x. What is 12 divided by 4? You are correct. There are 3 4s that go into a 12. Don't forget the -5. Bring that down. Equals 1 plus 4x. 6x. These two can combine as is. I'm going to shing it so that you can see it. 3 good guys, 5 bad guys. That puts me down 2 good guys, right? If I combine them on the same side, equals 1 plus 4x. All right. Now at this point, you guys, it's what we started with. Let's just combine our like terms. What do you want to do first? Let's bring the 4x to the right. That means I got to subtract 4x. Could I have worked with the 2 and or the -2? Sure. You can actually do whatever you want. You're just trying to balance this out, right? What's 6 minus 4? Gives me a positive 2x. This -2 just comes down. Those 4x's cancel. I'm going to bring the 2 over, get my numbers together. So I'm going to add 2. 2x equals 1 plus 2, which is 3. And then divide by 2. Don't panic. Yes, you are correct. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. So our final answer, yes, 1.5. If I plug it in, it balances the left side with the right side. It balances those two things out. So my final answer is 1.5. All right, so the video is done. Remember, got some examples here. Feel free to pause, rewind, rewatch, whatever you need to do. It's in Schoology. Feel free to go back to Schoology and watch it on your own time. You have worksheet number 2 for day 2, right? Here's the QR code. How many mistakes did I make today in my video? How many mistakes? So scan this and then put it in. Tell me how many mistakes I've made, right? And then don't forget to put it in your journal as well. And hopefully you saw Mickey Mouse in there somewhere. All right. All right. Everybody, do this. Everybody, have a great day. Of course, you're going to use your time wisely, remember, right? Be respectful of sub, please. Even though I'm not there, it doesn't mean you don't I don't have the expectations as normal, right? Golden rule. Remember the golden rule. Take the time, you guys. This is not going to get any easier. Tomorrow it's going to be even a little tougher. Take the time to practice. How are you going to get better if you don't practice and you're getting class time to do it? So please use your time, practice, check your answers at the bottom, and then don't forget to submit it. All right. Everybody, have a fantastic day. Bye, my mathematicians.